Welcome the night and its dreams. Long ago, when the earth was young and the skies were still finding their rhythm, the moon wandered alone in the vast night. It glowed softly, a sentinel in the darkness, but it lacked the joy and stories that the sun seemed to share with the waking world. The gods, who watched over both celestial and mortal realms, noticed the moon's solitude. In their wisdom, they decided to give the moon a companion, not a loud or boisterous one like the sun's rays, but a gentle and protective spirit named Seluna. Seluna was a weaver of dreams, tasked with collecting the whispers of mortals as they slept and threading them into silver strands that the moon could wear like a shimmering cloak. Every night she floated silently alongside the moon, catching the stories and hopes of sleeping beings below. As the moon donned her silver threads, she glowed brighter, her face serene and full of the dreams she now carried. But as Seluna worked, she found herself enchanted by the mortal stories. There were tales of love so deep it defied the stars, of journeys across vast seas, and of quiet moments where someone simply looked up at the moon and whispered their secrets. Seluna began to weave her own dreams into the silver strands, dreams of a world where the moon might speak back to the mortals who loved it so dearly. One night, Seluna's woven dreams reached the earth in the form of moonlight. Mortals began to feel the moon's presence more vividly. Artists painted it, lovers sang to it, and poets found themselves inspired by its silvery glow. The moon's loneliness faded as it became a beacon for dreamers everywhere. The gods, pleased with Seluna's work, gave her a gift, the ability to take mortal form once in a while, so she might walk among those whose dreams she had woven. And so, on nights of the full moon, Seluna would descend quietly to earth. She walked along its forests, rivers, and sleeping villages, listening to the soft murmurs of dreams and leaving behind a sense of calm and wonder. To this day, when you gaze up at the moon and feel a quiet comfort or a burst of inspiration, it is said to be Seluna's touch, a reminder that even the loneliest guardian in the sky found companionship through dreams and the hearts of those below. Now, close your eyes and let Seluna weave her silver threads around you, guiding your thoughts to a place of rest and gentle wonder. The moon watches over you, and Seluna, the dreamweaver, hums softly in the distance, lulling you to sleep. Once upon a time, when the earth was young and the sky had yet to form its rhythm, the moon wandered in the vast night, silent and alone. Its gentle light was only enough to illuminate a small corner of the universe, and it seemed forever alone, lacking the stories and joy that the sun bestowed upon the daytime world. The gods, observing both the celestial and mortal worlds from above, noticed the moon's loneliness. Out of compassion, they decided to give the moon a companion. That companion was not a bustling or radiant being like the sun, but a gentle spirit, silently protecting the moon. That spirit was named Seluna. Seluna was a dreamweaver, tasked with collecting the whispers of humans while they slept, and weaving them into sparkling silver threads. Every night, Seluna quietly flew around the moon, collecting dreams, hopes, and secret thoughts from the mortal world. She then wove them into a silver cloak, covering the moon, making it shine brighter in the night. But as she weaved her dreams, Seluna gradually became fascinated by the stories of humans. There were love stories so beautiful that they surpassed the stars, adventures across the ocean, and even quiet moments when someone looked up at the moon, whispering secrets. Seluna began to add her own dreams to the silver cloak, dreaming of a world where the moon could talk to those who loved it. One night, the light from the dreams Seluna wove reached Earth, illuminating the hearts of humans. They began to feel the presence of the moon more clearly. Artists painted it, lovers sang about it under the moonlight, and poets found inspiration in its soft silver. The loneliness of the moon gradually faded, giving way to the joy of being an endless source of inspiration for the dreams of mankind. The gods, seeing Seluna's merit, granted her a gift, the ability to transform into a mortal to enter the world she had always held dear. On full moon nights, Seluna left the sky, walking gently through deep forests, along rivers, or around sleeping villages. She listened to the whispers in dreams and left behind a sense of peace and wonder. To this day, when you look up at the moon and feel a quiet solace or a sudden inspiration, that is a trace of Seluna. She still weaves her dreams in silence, leaving behind a gentle light as a reminder that even the loneliest things can find companionship through the dreams and hearts of others. Now, close your eyes and let Seluna weave your dreams, leading you to a place of peace and wonder. The moon is still watching over you, and Seluna is still gently lulling you to sleep. Long after Seluna became the moon's faithful companion, something strange began to happen on Earth. People who often looked up at the moon every night began to feel a deeper connection. Under the moonlight, they not only dreamed, but also heard gentle whispers, like a distant song coming down from the sky. That was Seluna. The dreams she had been weaving for so long were no longer just for the moon. She began to send them back to Earth, like lullabies for the soul, so that those who were lost or lonely could find comfort in the gentle silver light. Seluna often visited places where silence reigned, forests shrouded in mist, beaches where waves lapped, or rooftops where the moonlight shone through the windows. She listened to the thoughts of those who were restless, the young mother praying for her child to sleep, the sailor alone in the vast ocean, the artist out of ideas. All these souls were recorded by Seluna, and she wove songs in the moonlight. One night, in a small village, Seluna met a young man named Lyricus. He was a musician, but his heart had run dry from the pain that life had brought. Seluna, in human form, sat quietly beside him on the steps of an old house. She did not say a word, only sang a song softly, her voice as gentle as the wind. Lyricus looked up and felt as if the whole universe was talking to him. In Seluna's eyes, he recognized the light of the moon. A light that did not judge, did not demand, only gently illuminated the darkness in people's hearts. He picked up his dusty lute, and for the first time in many years, gentle melodies sounded. Seluna smiled, but she did not stay long. As dawn broke, she vanished like a faint light, leaving behind the songs that Lyricus had composed that night. Those songs spread throughout the land, bringing a sense of peace to weary hearts. They were called moonlight songs. Seluna continued her mission. And if you have ever heard a song or a piece of music that soothed your heart, perhaps it was a gift from her. The moonlight is not only to guide you, but also to heal, to tell stories, and to remind you that even in the darkness, you are always heard. Now, let Seluna sing a song just for you. Close your eyes and let the gentle silver rays guide you into a peaceful dream, where all sorrows fade away under the gentle moonlight.